Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome back. Well, actually, I should say for us to welcome back, right? It's been
Welcome.
forever. Oh my God, I
Hey,
missed
it's nice to be
this.
back.
Oh
Hey guys. Welcome back to Mom Sin Filtro podcast. It's been some time that, we haven't recorded. I know last time we said we were back, but we back We
back.
back
Like
for
for
real
real, for
now.
real, for real. For real, for real, for real. We ain't gonna dip again. We're not gonna dip again. We're here.
Yes, right. It's been truly busy and a lot going on in our lives, but Mom Sin Filtro podcast is something that we genuinely love doing. We love putting these topics together. It's real shit, that we go through as a parent that people don't like to speak about, but I honestly feel that it's need to be spoken, right? So today's topic, long overdue, it's keeping
Ay,
it spicy. Spicy. Maybe
mi
I maybe I'll throw in
madre.
some tips in there too.
Yeah. Hey, you might learn a few things, okay? Listen.
We all been
Keeping it
our,
spicy.
we all been with our significant other for some time, and we gotta keep it, especially when there's kids involved. Like, you could lose each other if you don't make time for each other. Yeah, so let's go back before we had kids. How was it with your relationship with your spouse, right? Because then I think we should transition on how it first was to how it changed, and how maybe if it got bad or if it didn't, and did it make transition to better. Because I feel like as in a relationship, it has its ups and down, right? It's not just steady the whole way. I don't know about, yeah, that's how
100%.
it's been with me. So I know when I first met Semi, we all the time.
Yep.
But after having Alexa, it wasn't that I honestly didn't want to. No, I didn't want to, right? My hormones were like all over the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
There was a point after I had Alexa that I didn't feel comfortable with my body, and I wasn't in the mood. Like, my hormones just, it was like I was too tired. Like, I've been
Yeah.
cleaning ass all day and you want to touch my ass?
I exactly.
Yeah. No, that's how, and then I'll go into how it's now. Well, Gladys, how it's been for you before when you first started with Kevin?
We had like the most liberty. Like I can honestly say it was just free. Like we would do it 4 or
Everywhere.
5 times a week. Um and like weekends, like ay Dios Santísima. Like we used to do it a lot. And it's definitely changed because like you said, I'm freaking tired. Like to have to be like it's so crazy because you have to be so overstimulated all the freaking time. Like cases on top of me 24/7. So like, you know, it's definitely different. But it's still
Definitely
good.
different.
But it's still good. Like when we have like whatever. But back then I had the energy. Like you know what I mean? Like I have the energy.
Tírame por
That's
aquí, tírame por allá. Ahora, si tú me
yeah,
tiras, it might hurt. Like, no.
I had the like the not giving a F kind of mood. You know what I mean? Like I didn't care. Like there was
Mhm.
one time we were up in Lake George, like Lake wherever we go to before. I forgot where it is, Lake something. And oh my God,
It's been
I
that many
decided
lanes.
to in the middle of the night, right, to be like, yo, let's just go outside, do it in a freaking picnic bench. And mind you, there's literally people sleeping in the house and right on the porch where we did it. Like this is, you know what I mean? Where we
Spontaneous.
spontaneous. Now I'm like, yo, boy, I'm gonna roll over. No, I'm kidding. No. But it definitely takes a lot more effort now to do it and to get in the mood to be 100%. Like before, no problem. Now I'm like, oh no, we gotta work.
Yeah. So when me and Angel, right, underage, we were little kids, 4 or 5 times a day, like nothing. But all I can say is that it's not the same now because my confidence is a lot better than back then. Like,
Oh, that's
hormones as a teenager, they're high, but the confidence as a woman, and I know what I'm doing, is completely different.
true.
That's a whole different way to see it too,
Yeah.
though.
Well, mommy, they've been together since like they were 15, 16. I got
Yeah.
with Kevin when I was 27. So
Yeah,
I
me.
already learned what I needed
Same.
to learn, baby. I just applied it, you know?
That's true. You and Angel have learned
Together.
together,
My one and
experimented
only,
together.
like we've got
Your one and
my
only?
one and only, yes, baby.
I'm
Yes,
gonna have to speak to Angel. Like, you're his only
Yeah.
also?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that because if he got one on you, then we're gonna have to. No, I'm just kidding.
Like we plan together. We've, together.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
It
Kinda,
is. It is
kinda.
absolutely is. It's so beautiful. You
No,
know,
it's not. It's
It's
cute.
cute.
shut
It's
up.
kind of. It's actually a little sad, but it's cute. I'm just kidding.
No, we had that conversation before because it's normal
It's
to,
special.
it's like I've always mentioned, like I soaked my wild oats before I met Kevin. I met him late in my life where I was 27. I was already growing into the womanhood where I was going. Like I said, when we first began, I was like, listen, I want to have a kid and be married by the time that I'm 30. And he just looked at me like, whoa. But it's because that's what I knew what I wanted. Like I was putting it out there because I was like, at 27, after everything I went through in my
Yeah.
past relationships, I was like, nope, like this is what I want.
Being clear.
And it took us. Well, it's funny because he says now like I was right the entire time because we did get married and have a baby at 30. But I always say like I soaked my white oats. I got everything I need to get out of my system to be the woman and mom that I am now today. You know what I mean? And it's different. Like I had mentioned before in another podcast of ours, is that it doesn't matter what timeline you meet your significant other. It's just the time you guys have together. It took me later in life to go through,
Well, you need to appreciate what you have now.
I don't know.
appreciate what I have
What the
now.
fuck you
No,
went
I
through?
mean for me, like I've had
What
my
story did
wild.
I miss?
I've just had my wild
Oh,
nights. You know what I mean? Like,
Too much.
I've had my wildness. I've got that out of my system. Like, so now what I have with Kevin is love. Like, I make love now. You know what I mean? Like, that was like
Just straight fucking ducking.
Yeah.
yeah, even when I was in a 5-year relationship, that was puppy love. You know what I mean? Like, what I have now is like love. So, yeah, exactly. So, even now, like, even after a kid, I did lose my confidence, because I was 40 pounds overweight with Kason. I look better now than when I first started with him. So my confidence now is even better from when we first began. Because yes, like we were doing it all the time, but I was hiding most of the time.
Yeah.
There was to a point where I would like do mostly side positions because that was the only place where I can like put my hand over and my ass look good.
Angel says he has a whole different woman now.
Exactly. Even Kevin says now, he goes, your confidence now is absolutely more. He goes, I love the person you've become. And is thanks to.
Yeah. I was about to say, this podcast has been brought to you by Herbalife Nutrition. If you're looking to lose weight, slide into our DM.
But honestly, it is absolutely, and it's also like how you feed yourself and your environment. That
100%.
makes everything. It affects everything. Like when you're in a positive light and you're in a positive environment, that sheds into your relationship. Yes, Kevin and I go through everything, but when you feel confident about yourself and you're feeling yourself,
the more confident you are, the more you're willing to put yourself out there. It's so true.
Oh yeah, I feel more confident in lingerie now than I've ever did before. Like when I was with Kevin.
Back then, I was always in fajas. Like with faja time, like you have to wait till I take my fajas off. Lingerie is what I know now because I have the confidence to like wear it and feel good. Not just wear it for him, but wearing it for myself as well.
Exactly, girl. I
haven't worn lingerie in so long. I just been wearing my
outfit. Oh, get yourself a school outfit.
But you know what? My mom just moved out. That's why. So my mom was living with me for 2 years. So it was hard.
Oh, yeah.
I used to be like, you have to wait until mommy's done. And then it'll be like, you gotta wait until Alexa's sleeping. Like, and now the other day he came in the room. It's like he hasn't eaten in years. I was like, bro, hello, Easy. Like, so that I need to order some.
Yes, get yourself the biggest one I'm gonna tell you right now is get yourself. I'm gonna send you the link of the schoolgirl outfit that I have.
You better have a coupon. That's what I'm saying.
No, but it's like I like to get dressed up now. Like before, I get excited to dress up now because it's like whether I look good on it or not, I feel good in it now. So I get excited to dress up now, and it keeps it like, and he loves it. But girl, I'm gonna send you that one because let me tell you,
we'll put it in we'll put the link below in the YouTube channel.
Yeah,
it gets the job done. Okay, and especially if you tie it where it's like the underboob, girl. All right, you giving you some tricks now, people. Okay, listen.
So lingerie for sure, dressing up.
Yes.
Getting into character. Working on yourself a must to improve your
Confidence.
confidence. If you're not
You
confident,
do. You really do.
and it's honestly not just for your partner, but for you.
Mhm.
Like, I can honestly say the transition, that may look crazy. I can see the transition from after having Alexa to now, the way that I feel completely different. You know, I didn't want to do much back then, but now it's like, quítame todo, que me importa, you know?
Mhm.
So work on yourself.
100%.
Yeah, but keeping it spicy as well as going on date nights, you know. Back then, like
Yes.
random, we used to go all the time, you know. Now with kids, I have to make sure, like, mommy, can you watch the kids? Like, can we go out? Mommy, can you stay?
Yeah, I don't have a sitter.
Yeah, like, no, you need a sitter. You need a sitter in Florida. Like,
Yeah,
ASAP. Because
no sit over
at
here.
least,
But keeping it spicy here now is just actually like, now we can do it around the house.
Mhm.
Now, because now I have the freedom to. So it's now we're going back to like how we were before 2 years ago, which is pretty cool. So now we're definitely keeping it spicy.
I love it. I love it. And you guys need that because it does it when you have like a little strain in like your sexual relationship, that affects a lot. Because like Kevin and I, right? I was like psycho, and you know, he had a broken toe, so we weren't really like having like, you know, sex. And we were both angry.
Oh,
Like he
yeah.
was getting on my damn
You get
nerve. I was
stressed.
like, yo, if he does not get a nut right now, I'm gonna go nuts.
Pull
Because
it out. Just
yo,
pull it out, bro.
like I'm like, man, like sometimes, and even for myself, I feel like once I think eso me regla todo. Eso
Eso
regla
arregla todo.
absolutamente todo. Okay?
You could be mad at each other. Like, just cállate, no diga nada.
Just shut up.
Get it
Shut
done.
up. And then
So
just
let me ask you guys. So I know before having a kid, a mí no me importaba like bathrooms, todo, que importa, right? But now as a parent, would you still, do you ladies still dare to do it anywhere?
Not if the kids are around and they're all patron. Like,
Yeah, no.
I already had one
You're
AJ
traumatized?
and we weren't even doing nothing.
oh yeah, oh my god.
I was just
Oh, he walked in?
he was checking my IUD because I felt like it was off. And AJ walked in, they're naked! They're naked! Oh my god, oh my god. So yeah,
That's
no.
funny.
If they're up, no. Like they have to be knocked out.
Anywhere? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean by anywhere?
It can be either anywhere in your apartment or anywhere outside, don't matter. Like to me, I no le importa. Alexa could be sleeping right next to me. Ella no le importa. And me, I can't.
No,
I'll be like, bro,
that's
can't.
OD. I can't do that.
yeah, yo, I'll be like, bro, like,
that's so
bro, or like,
secret.
I'm about to think about her. Can we move?
No, I can't.
The other day,
my
like,
god,
you were right there,
my kid used
and
to.
Josiah comes knocking, and I'm like, ya se me quitó la gana. Like,
Yeah, that's how I be too. Like, I don't want to sit here and think about Alexa, what she doing.
That's why I be having to turn my baby monitor off because we be putting Kason into the crib, right?
The monitor hitting you.
No, but we'll have, right? We'll put Kason into bed, and like when he knows that we're gonna have like sex that night, he's already ready by the time I get back, and I'm like, what the
Put
fuck?
the candle on.
Like everything, the music's already almost playing. Like I have to put music on. I love music. Like that's my thing because I don't know. It just sets me into the mood. Like I'm a music person. Like
What do you put? Some salsa?
No,
You put
actually,
some reggaeton?
no. I've actually had some reggaeton. And let me tell you,
Fuego.
when you dance, especially for those drunk nights, when I've been like, yo, I'm still in like when we've gone out and I come back drunk. I don't know if you see my Beyonce one. I've been drinking.
I've seen it a few times actually.
Yeah, I like those nights like that I'm still like in a party mood. I put like my playlist that I have on my phone, which is actually like
you gotta share that playlist.
Okay, and it's like some reggaeton, but it's like the sexual reggaeton, like the one that you really like to really grind with, you know. And let me tell you, being with a white man, exactly. I was just gonna say, este blanquito, mira.
Does he have rhythm?
That's it, mi amor. Like,
does he have? I've only been with one white boy. He had a little bit of rhythm.
Kevin.
Look at her nostrils. She's thinking about it.
No, because like sexual wise, yes. Dancing wise, hell fucking no.
Enseñale ya.
Le tengo que yo enseñarle un poquito, pero listen. Yeah, Kevin has no dancing rhythm at all. No, none at all. But
But he
just
got a pipe game, you heard?
listen, 5 years and a lifetime to go, because ahí no se va para ningún lado.
Yeah. You gotta
Word
switch it
up.
up too, like randoms. Like around this time, me and Angel are by ourselves, and I'm like, let's aprovechar because the boys are gonna be out of school next week, and that's it. That's it. We
Yeah.
don't have no more privacy for ourselves.
Oh, so you guys take the time when they're in school. Ah,
Estamos solos en la
inteligente.
casa. Forget about it.
Yeah, no, Alexa's always here, unfortunately. So if we try, he would lock the door, right? He would lock the door. She'd be like, "What are you guys doing?
Oh
Open
my
the
God,
door."
see that was it.
I mean, yeah, that thing would kill my mood. He'd be like, shh, shh, shh. I'd be like, no, like, what's wrong with you? Why is this shit so hard? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh
Men
my
are built
God.
different. They don't go through the same hormone changes that we go through.
No.
They
No,
just
yo le
don't
paso
care.
consistent.
They
That's
just
it.
want to
He's
know.
already like, I'm horny already. I'm like, yo, you gotta, like, now it's my turn. You gotta turn me on. It takes a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I just gotta say, yo, you wanna have
Yeah,
sex?
that's it. Look at
Like
Yeah,
that's it.
to me too.
I gotta put the thought in his head, and he's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
I just go like
okay.
this. Just
Like the
like
other day,
brush
when was it?
against it.
Yesterday, right? Yesterday, we wake up, and I was like, I don't know what it was, but I was in the mood. So I woke up, I was like, yo, you wanna do a quickie? He's like, nah, when later tonight. Yo, he
2
just
seconds
stepped.
later.
Yo, he stepped up and he goes, nah, you know what? Yeah. He just got up from the bed and was like, no, yep, turn right back around. And
Like, what the fuck was I thinking?
he's like, what? And he was like, he thought about it, like, what the hell? And I'm like, that's all you gotta do is just, and I love that. Like, I love that he still finds me attractive. You know what I mean? His love for me, and that's why I love my husband, because he loved me in my biggest. Like,
Yeah.
I was 160 something pounds when I first met Kev. And I'm like, what in the world? And he loved it all. He loved it. He never saw anything wrong in me. He never saw me for big, never saw me for chubby, never saw me for nothing. He loved me just the same. Then after Kaysen, I didn't love myself a little bit. You know what I mean? I really didn't like the C-section part. Like, it was a lot, like all of that. So, and the fact that he still loves on me like that still to this day.
Angel,
you know what I mean?
I'm like, damn, you loved me back then?
Yeah.
Bro, but we love them too, because I'd be like, bro, you need a haircut. You lucky I'm even looking at you right now. Because Timmy be getting haircuts like once a month. I'd be like, bro, I call him Jose. He's Timmy when he doesn't get a haircut. When he gets a cut, he's
I can't
Jose.
Angel without a beard now. Like, without a beard, I'm like, I look like a whole pedophile and shit.
I be calling Kevin a fetus. I be like, yo, fetus face. Because when he shaves, he looks like such a baby.
I call my brother Toto face because he be just be too much.
I be trying to be nice.
Yeah, no, just straight up.
I be like, yo,
face.
fetus face. He goes, oh, it's gonna grow back, man. It's just getting itchy. I don't know why. It's just a beard on a man just is something about it. Whether it's a 5 o'clock shadow, which I like on Kev, like I like that. I
What
like
the hell's 5 o'clock shadow?
Where it's like, it's not. It's like, I want to say like 3 days old. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that nice, like.
What the guy do at 5 o'clock?
I don't know. It's just a called 5 o'clock shadow.
I'm thinking like the clock.
Okay, so yes, okay, so supposedly, if you stand outside at 5 o'clock, there's like a certain shadow. I guess that's what.
I don't know. I'm gonna send my.
But whatever. We're gonna go. We'll go with this, and guys. We'll get back to you about this. Okay.
Do you guys send like sexy text messages? Do you do that?
I used to.
I haven't done
that in a little bit. I'll be honest. I've done a little bit.
I'm gonna do it today. You heard? I'm gonna take a picture.
Angel gets home at 1 a.m. and I usually stay up, so when he gets home.
Hey, I'm waiting for you, Danny.
I'm waiting for you. Yeah.
That's a good
Kevin
That's a good
gets
way
home
to keep it spicy.
He's opened the door and my butt is up in the air.
That's a good tease.
Oh, get tease me tease. She literally waited for him, butt in the air.
He must be like, oh damn.
No, porque esa gallinita, oíste.
Timmy will have to keep his sneakers on because his feet be stinking after work. I don't think that will work. That would shut me down.
No, Kevin, he needs a shower after he comes home. I don't even have to even say anything. He just loves
Angel.
because he works around in a construction site, so it's always dusty. It's
That's
always
a whole
and he has
different
like
level of
bad
Like,
spicy.
allergies.
I'll be
Yeah.
like, come home and need a uniform, and he don't do it.
But come, baby. Bien salado.
Bien salado.
All right, I like this topic. I feel that this topic was a good topic to touch base on
It
because
was.
it's okay to go through the transition. And I think the part of when you're a new mom and being not as confident as you usually are, when your hormones, when you don't feel like it, postpartum depression, not being depressed, just postpartum in general, like it's tough, and that's something that not a lot of people talk about. I know no one spoke
Yeah.
about it to me before when I was pregnant, right? No one even asked me like, "Hey, Jess, like you feel okay?" Like that's not something that happens often, and it should, So I think that it was a good topic. I hope you guys, order your lingerie, send those text messages,
Shower
and
together.
Yo, get that playlist.
take a shower together. Mira eso.
No,
Oh,
I
and that
can't. I can't.
playlist.
Yes, get a playlist.
You
I
can't
cannot
do
do shower
showers.
sex. That's just, it's annoying. It drives me out more, and it irritates me more than anything.
I
It
could
drives my
I could
pussy up. I don't
start
know why.
I could start like foreplay, but I
Oh,
prefer
Yeah,
out the shower.
I have to do it out the shower. Like, no. You know what it is? Is that the water is like, no, it's just, it doesn't do it. But yes, guys, we gave you tips on getting lingerie, playlists. Yo, you gotta do what you have to do to make sure that you guys don't lose yourselves. Because it's so easy to get wrapped up in life, to get wrapped up in just every emotion that comes with every day, And one thing that Kevin and I always do to keep that intimacy, and it's the most simplest thing, but it's just so important, going to bed and giving each other a kiss and saying goodnight. No matter how you feel, no matter if you had a rough day or whatever, but don't ever go to bed without saying goodnight, I love you, and a goodnight kiss. That is the most simplest way of showing love and the most intimate thing you could possibly do with your partner. So that is my biggest tip for you guys.
Oh, before we end this, there's this thing I did with Tilly. If you go on Instagram, it's called Love is Art. And this is not sponsored, guys. Love is Art. We did it in the Bronx. So basically, it's a whole, like a tapestry thing, like a whole canvas. And then you put drops of paint. They have different colors, and you basically do it on the paint. It's super dope. And I still have it. I just have to put it up. And then you have a painting, but it's something you guys did. It's super dope.
Oh, I love that.
I'll,
I'm
I'll
gonna
add
look
it
it
on
up.
the
Yeah.
description. Yeah, I'll
How
add it on
big
the
is the
description
canvas
so you
though?
guys can.
'Cause
They have different
yeah,
sizes. No, we both fit, and Timmy es largo, so they have different sizes.
Oh,
that's
that's so
nice.
cool.
It's
I would
pretty
love
cool.
to do that.
Yeah.
And make sure you guys date and do dates that you guys
Always
can
date
do.
each
You know what I
other.
mean? Like, yeah, 100%. Because listen, life happens, but you guys have to enjoy each other. But thank you guys. We missed this. Oh
Yes,
man.
it's been good. I definitely miss our
Yeah.
conversations, and the next episode is gonna be good. Parenting, right? Soft parenting, hard
Mental parenting.
parenting, like I want to
What
fuck
is that?
parenting, right? So we're gonna
Gentle
touch.
parenting with
You
these
can't
kids ain't
gentle with these
gentle.
kids.
Yeah. So we're gonna touch base on parenting, right? Different techniques, different ways that people do it. I
And
honestly
what
feel
works
that
for
there's,
us.
yeah, exactly. There's honestly no right or wrong way to do it, And one thing that I cannot stand is when people like bash
Yeah.
each other.
Mm-hmm.
I had some girl slide in my DM the other day because I had put a video of Alexa, and Alexa was like, "Oh, I'm not letting them bully me. I'm bullying them back." So she writes, she's like, "Oh, I don't let my kids do that. My kids have to be nice to everybody." I was like, "Well, good for your kids." I was like, "My kids, no." I was like, "I'm not teaching my kids to be a pendejo."
Así mismo.
And it's not for me to say I'm doing it right. I'm doing it my way. You do it your way. There's no right or wrong way. There's different perspectives. So we're gonna touch base on parenting. I am excited to touch base on that. Make sure that if you're listening to this episode, you tag us, right? If
Yes.
you wanna, give us any intake on parenting, throw those messages.
Yeah, let us
way.
know what topics you want to hear about us to speak about and share.
No filter, baby. We're gonna talk about it and we're gonna give it to you nice and raw.
Hell yeah. Follow us on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, also our Instagram, which is Mom Sin Frito Podcast. We would love to hear your comments. Also, we are starting a TikTok as well, and we're gonna also be sharing a little, clips of our little episodes here and maybe even some bloopers, okay, guys? So thank you guys for having so much patience for this episode because it's been forever, but we missed you and bye, guys.
Bye. Bye, bitches.
Peace.